Tony McEntee, the way people are talking, we may as well just get the Sam Maguire now and hand it over to Dublin. We all know, though, it's never that easy.
No, it's not. It's not. It's clear that it's going to be a long road for Dublin this year, and we've already highlighted the number of matches that they have to play to win this All-Ireland. But key to that is where their focus is going to be as the year progresses on, and their mindset as well. And I suppose one of the big challenges they'll have this year is to identify and put out on the team the best 15 players that Jim Galvin feels is fit to play. He has a number of issues that he has to deal with. He has defensive concerns, he has midfield concerns, and he most definitely has forward concerns. But the forward concerns are in relation to who best play. Defensively, they're looking for players. In midfield, I believe they're also looking for players.
And that's like, your analysis is goes against the grain in some way, Tony, because everywhere you read and everybody you hear is really saying Dublin have so many options, and after winning in under 21 they could field 2 teams.
Yeah, true, and I'm sure Jim looks at his own team and he says we're not perfect, we need to look at where we can improve here. And you know, if Jim can look at internally at his own teams, well then outside we should be equally descriptive and say, you know, we have problems here or he has problems there. And I think it would be foolish if the counties around Ireland were looking at Dublin and say we can't beat them, and even to consider that they actually can't beat them would be foolhardy to go up against a team like Dublin. And
identify their weaknesses and the areas where they are vulnerable.
Okay, full back line. Clearly their full-backs mark in front, particularly the full-back marks in front, and you've seen the roasting he got against Cork and that. So he would have to change his style. The full-back would have to change his style, which was difficult to do, particularly when he's a seasoned campaigner at this stage.
This is Rory O'Carroll.
This is Rory O'Carroll. I don't believe to have a centre half-back, certainly a traditional centre half-back. Jared Brennan is probably the closest to a traditional centre half-back, but I'm not sure if he's a favourite to play in that position throughout the year. And they may well move Keane O'Sullivan back in the centre half-back to play that. And then midfield, along with Michael Darragh Macaulay. They've one midfield partnership and they've played 5 different men throughout the league this year in midfield along with Michael Darragh Macaulay. He's been a consistent presence, nobody else has been. So Jim clearly has an issue there, and he's clearly voicing that issue by playing different men on different days. And he's not happy either, because nobody else gets a chance.
And what county or counties are best equipped, do you believe, to take advantage of those Dublin vulnerabilities?
Counties which have good forward units.
Cork, that would be.
Cork, clearly. They need some corrections clearly in defence, but they have all year to work on that. New manager in, it's going to take him some time to sort out the defence, but he'll be heavily impressed by his forward division, and he'll be very encouraged with it coming into the Championship. I think Tyrone also have a forward division which is threatening. But it's not just their out and out strength or out in the forward line for Tyrone, it's the way they play the football, it's the way they carry the game to Dublin, it's the way they crowd out the players and suffocate the defence and counter-attack football. So I think Tyrone is suited towards playing Dublin in the Championship. And I think that's it.
And there's no mention there of the Kingdom. You think they're gone?
It's not that I think the Kingdom is gone, I think the Kingdom is rebuilding, and I think they have certainly defined a number of players. It's no secret that's been a gap in underage success in the Kingdom for long and many days. But even aside from the gap in success, there's always been a gap in getting players through, strong players of the quality that they're replacing through. And I think even recently Tomás O'Shea talked about the loss of his brother Dara in one of the papers in relation to his influence in the middle of the field against teams which were under pressure at that stage. And Kerry simply have not replaced either the quality of Darragh O'Shea, or the strength of Darragh O'Shea, or the attacking or forward flair of any of the players. I'd say James O'Donoghue, of course.